Yo-hooo! Hello! Welcome to today's stream! How's it going today, everyone? I hope you're all having a great day today. Hope that my microphone is not, I think it is. I think my microphone is not working well, hold on. I see the... Maybe it is, I don't know. Just want to make sure. There we go. Now it should. Anyway, hello! How's it going, everyone? Yo-hooo, welcome! Welcome to today's stream! Welcome to Pain Monday. Yup, big 300 OCs. Yeah, now we are past 300. And we're gonna continue today. We're gonna do more shading. That's what we gotta do now. There's a lot of characters awaiting shading, so let's go! Let's go. I'm feeling very tired today actually because I barely slept. But I'm hanging in there. My brain has been hyperactive lately and I'm having a lot of trouble sleeping because of that. I don't know. Hopefully today, since I'm a little bit more tired, I'll be able to sleep properly, I guess, hopefully. Broke my ankle trying to skate like Bernie's in 2010. Oh no! I hope that well, at least now it's just a bad memory, you know. At least now it's something that you can tell, like, haha, that happened. Good thing that's long in the past. Man, I hope it wasn't too terrible. Yo, welcome to Tara! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm very sleepy ghost today. Wanted to sleep, but it was not possible. I just wanted to draw. The main reason why I couldn't sleep was that I wanted to draw. I wanted to continue drawing. Because yesterday I finished my very first art fight attack. Oh my god. Now I'm working on the second one. I really wanted to continue working on it before the stream, but I'm gonna have to do it later because now it's chibis. Lunes nada más digo, no hace falta decir nada más, ya. Así es como va el día. Es lunes. Simplemente hace falta saber eso. Oh no, Joe. That's... I hope at least it's not like an annoyance in your daily life. I hear my cats. I got distracted petting my cats during the waiting screen. That's why I was like 2 minutes late. They were so cute. Very adorable. See one of them. I can see one. Okay, that's gonna be finishing. I go for today. So at least finish like 3 chibis. Yeah, I think 3 chibis is a good amount of chibis. If we can finish 3 of them, I will be satisfied. Be happy. Need anything else? Like from €1,000,000. Everyone needs it. Oh. I've been having a lot of drawing, like I've only done 1 art fight attack and I had so much fun doing that. Oh yeah, I guess I can show it. Is that Kurt Cobain? No, it's not. Well, his name is K. So maybe K is short for Kurt, I don't know. But no, he's an OC and K is from Karakasa. This type of yokai. He's the bassist? I never remember if it's buzz or bass. I think it's bass. Buzz is the fish. Bass is the instrument, right? Why is it written the same but read different? It makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense. Oh yeah, I was gonna show the thing. I finished my very first art fight attack. Where did I put it? Art fight folder. This one. I painted it in Clip Studio. Right now I'm using Sai, but I did this in Clip Studio. It was so fun. This OC is so pretty. I saw her and was like, wow, I need to draw this character. I have to. She's super pretty. I feel like maybe I overdid it with effects, but I like how it looks. I like the blue, the bright blue outline. Dream lighting, however it's called. I really like how it turned out. I had so much fun finally drawing, and I'm now having so much fun with my second art fight attack, which I cannot show because it's in a Clip Studio file and this is Sai, but I will show it once it's done. I'm really enjoying it. Art fight is fun. I'm having fun. I'm having a great time. Also, true, before I forget, there's something I should put up there in the chat. Because yesterday, something happened. Yesterday I released a thing. Finished the thing. And well, it was finished from before I released it. Because I must show it. Need to be a responsible game dev. Let people find out that my games exist. First step one of like making games. I'm letting people know that they exist. So let me put this here. Check out the latest story of the dreaming world. I guess I couldn't put it as check out the latest update of my game. It's a lot more specific, I guess. Or ambiguous. I don't know if it's more specific or ambiguous, but I guess it's more... yeah, it's more general. Yeah. It requires less context to understand. So, there it is! I released the newest story of the Dreaming World, and it's a special one because it's for the 10th anniversary of my very first game. Because yesterday became 10 years since I released my very first game. I have been making games for over a decade now. Wow! I'm fast. Wow. In a decade, like wow. I even wrote like a long post on each to talk about it. Like something to celebrate. Feels special. It's a decade. It's an entire decade of making things, showing them to the world. And one of the things that I realized when I was making this newest story, I put this comparison in the latest coffee post, but I'm gonna show you a screenshot of my very first game. What are you doing? I don't know what my cats are doing. So, I think I showed this actually. I think I already showed this last time. But this is a screenshot of my very first game, Stairway. I even played this game on stream some years ago to say, hey, that's the game I made. I'm gonna play it on stream to, you know, comment a little bit on it. That was already like a couple years ago, I think. this is a screenshot from it. And then, this is a screenshot from the latest story of the Dreaming World. Latest update that I've done. Something look familiar, perhaps? Maybe. No, perhaps. Maybe it does. But something that really catches my attention from this is the improvement in how it looks. Like, I mean, the vibe is super different. Everything is super bright here. A lot more saturated. And everything's a lot more toned down and blue. It's like... It's a very big difference in terms of ambience, the atmosphere that it has. But also, I don't know, I feel like in general, the structure of things, the way things look, there's a bit of an improvement in it. So that's something I've been thinking about. Wow, the way I make games and art really changed along the years. Looks like visiting Kanto in Gen 2. Kinda like that, yeah. I can see it. It is like that. Something I keep looking at is the well. Like, look at the difference with the well. It's the same well, but it's not the same well. You know what I mean? There's an improvement in multiple things. Also the trees. I think the thing that I improved the most was the trees, because these massive trees, I struggle with that a lot. Like, well, you could say that this aged well. It has aged well. Like, I feel like the trees, these here were just like a mass of green. Here, something that I think I could improve in these trees is like the difference with the color of the grass. This might be something that I failed a little bit with here, but at this point it's done. I'm not gonna change it. I still like it, but it's something I'll take note of for next time, to make like the ground and the trees a bit more different. That's something that they gotta keep improving bit by bit. Still, this one has its charm. I think I like the house here a lot more than here. I like this one a lot more. Like, more like evolution between Gen 1 and Gen 3. Yeah, I can see that. The graphics in Gen 1 and 2 of Pokemon were like a lot more simplistic and monochrome. Gen 3 suddenly becomes a lot more colorful. So yeah, this is 10 years of me making games. There's still a lot to improve, but that's what this next decade is for. I'm gonna make more things. Not gonna stop doing things. Still got a lot of things to do. Yeah. And also, of course, you guys want to check out what this is about, this story is about, I recommend playing this one first. But if you want to check it out, there's that link in the chat. Yeah. I put a lot of work in it, so I hope people will enjoy it. It's been a little story that I made mostly myself, like always. Everything I do it first and foremost for myself, so my stories don't get stuck in my brain, begging to get out. Like, hey, stories are made to be told. When are you gonna tell us to the world? Like, clutch my head. Like, no, it's not time yet. You need to be ready. But sometimes they insist. I have to wait for the right moment to tell every story. Maybe I'm never gonna tell them all, so might as well tell them now. But yeah. still have a lot of things that I want to make next. But now that I'm done with this, I'm gonna take a break from my own project. I'm gonna focus on things that are cooking. And another thing that I'm gonna do next, now that this is done, is making an asset pack. I'm gonna make a asset pack for like commercial use. I'm gonna be gathering like a bunch of graphics from my projects that I'm probably not gonna use. At least someone can give them a use. I'm probably gonna make some extras. There can be a lot more useful. For now, that's my next plan. When are you taking a break? Honestly, never. The truth is, never. I don't think I'm gonna take a break ever of making things. I'm always gonna be making things. Yomi may sleep, but she never rests. But what I mean with taking a break is like I'm not gonna work on my own projects for a little bit till I get some work done on some other things, because I wanna get those things done first. Heart break, thought you were going on vacation. No. Just break from my own project. Yep. I'm still gonna be working, but not on my own solo project. Focus on things that are cooking. Add some more color to that. I'm gonna add some shading. I'll put a gradient. I feel like his hair is gonna look a lot more normal, because seeing him without the darker hair strands is very weird. It feels wrong, like something's seriously missing. Like I don't recognize him. There we go. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make color. Like this. Here we go. I feel like my voice is not quite at full first. I don't know why. It feels like... What's the word? I feel a little bit like I'm lacking a little bit of voice for some reason. Maybe it's my imagination. Puede que sea, sí, creo que es el filtro. El filtro... Seguro que el filtro está cortando el micrófono. Pero digo que siento como que me falta un poco de voz. Me siento un poco afónica. No sé por qué. Pero espero que no se corte demasiado. Ahora que más o menos funciona el filtro de ruido. I hope that now at least that the noise filter works a little bit. I hope I don't have to remove it again. If you notice my voice cutting off a lot, do let me know. I'll see what I can do about it. Okay. Add more shadows. I want this color a little bit too orange. This one's good. I made a big list of characters of art fight that I want to draw. I don't think I'm gonna have time to draw all of them, but I made a list of all the characters I want to attack. It's been really fun. I'm excited to draw more. Also true. No art fight. I have gotten 6 attacks so far. 6 people have drawn my characters. I love all the drawings I've gotten. I love them a lot. Every time I see like a notification of a new attack, my heart jumps for a moment, like, oh my god, I'm not ready. What? I'm gonna treasure them forever. True. Need to paint his eyes like I paint his chibis eyes. I don't have to overwork it much. Still had the detailed painting mind. There we go. Okay. Purple. Go. Others. You probably won't take long to finish. It's almost done. Maybe we can finish chibis too. Be even better. This is another one of those situations where I barely distinguish the line color from the shadow color, but more visible in the other screen. the struggle of different monitors. Okay, this one and this thing. This noise filter right now is working well because cats are making noise. I don't think you can hear any of it, so victory! At last! What are you doing? Here we go. Yo, paper, welcome! How's it going? What if Pain Monday was called Rain Monday? Yumi cleaned out all the storm gutters in her town. That sounds like it would be horrible, actually. Imagine having to do that. What a pain. Good thing I don't have to do that. Good thing it's not Rain Monday. I hope you're doing well today. I hope it's not a Drain Monday for you. Right. Also put the light. We're just gonna paint it. Restaurants. Looks like they also are affected by the light. But we'll There we go. Point. The light. Paint photo. Where's the puddle? You can do a little something to make it look like it's like thing. It's a puddle of water. the gradient like this. There we go. I think that's a good way. How do you do your shading? Usually, I don't know how to explain it. Usually I tend to do it more or less the same way. I always tend to do the shading pretty similar between everything I do. I don't even know where to start explaining. To choose colors, you know, to at least start with something. To choose colors for the shading, what I usually do is I take the base color that I'm gonna shade, and then I move the hue a little bit. Not just changing the amount of weight that the color has, but also the hue a little bit. For example, if I'm going to... Anyway, this is an example. This is mostly shaded. I'm going to shade, for example... I guess we can use Juni as an example. We're gonna skip a little bit to the next one just to have an example. I'm going to shade this pink. What I would do is I take this base color, I make it a little bit darker and saturated, and then I move it a little bit towards red. So, an example of what I mean. Imagine that this is the base color. I'm gonna put 2 instances of the base color to compare and show you why I do this. So, if I took the color and simply made it darker, this is how it would look with the shading. What I do, instead of doing that, I make it darker, but then I also shift it a little bit towards red, for example, and it looks a bit more like this. Feels a little bit more interesting because there's a bit of a hue change. If I paint it just with the same color but darker, it tends to make drawings a little bit dull. It can be done. It can still be done. It doesn't mean that it's an absolute rule. It can be done in many different ways. Every artist does it differently. The way I like to do it is with this. I take the color and then I change the hue a little bit, like this. Now the shading is a little bit more red. So when I paint it, yo, Frederick! Welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! So when I paint the red, looks a lot more like this. Looks a lot more vibrant, and it doesn't feel that samey. If I had used only the same color but darker. I guess I can give the example. Wait, I can show how it would look with just the same color but darker. You can see the difference. It's the same color but darker and a bit more saturated. It doesn't necessarily look bad. It can look good, especially if you combine it with more shading afterward, with more details. But the way I like to do it is like this, a little bit more red. You can barely see the difference maybe, but more or less it's noticeable, I think. That's one tip that I guess I can give for shading. I always recommend using not the same color but darker, but changing the hues a little bit to the colors nearby. For example, if you're painting something well, I think the general rule would be... If you're shading... Let me, wait. I'm gonna do something that's gonna make it a lot more visible. Understandable in a visual way. Imagine that you've got the color wheel. Okay. You've got the color wheel, right? If you're gonna shade, take the base color wherever it is, and when you make the color darker, keep the color toward the bottom. If it's like a color in this side, if it's for example red, you move it a little bit more towards the red pink side. If it's pink, move it a little bit toward purple. If it's purple, move it a bit toward blue. However, if it's green, move it toward blue. If it's yellow, move it towards green. Stuff like that. If you're shading yellow though, I recommend using orange for shading. Because yellow I think is the color that suffers the most when painting the shadows with just the darker version of the color. Because dark yellow tends to look like this. Looks like a weird, dirty green. A lot of times. This color is hard to work with. It can be worked with. It's like a weird olive color, yeah. It's a little bit hard to work with, but it can be worked with. What I'm saying is, like I said, it's not an absolute rule. It can change. But of course, if you're trying to shade yellow, yeah, it's not always gonna give the best results depending on what ambience you're going for. So instead of that, if you move it a little bit towards orange, end up with a shading color like this. Maybe even a little bit more. Look at this. It's a lot more vibrant. It helps the yellow look less dirty. So this was it for shading, or like shadows, but then also lighting. For lighting, I would say it's the opposite. If you're shading, I don't know, red, let's go back to red again. If you're shading red, you want to do the lights of the red, move towards orange. If you're shading orange, move towards yellow. If you're shading green, move towards yellow. That's the general rule that I follow. If you're doing shadows, move down. If you're doing lights, move up. That's the guide. Imagine that this is like divided like in more or less cold and warm colors. Warm colors go this way for the shadows. Cold colors go this way for the shadows, and they go like the opposite way for the lights. That's how I process it in my brain when choosing colors. I hope this helps at least a little bit. And right now for the shadows themselves, with painting them, I'm not really doing anything super complicated. I'm just like painting them with solid colors. But when I paint these chibis, what I do a lot, aside from the solid colors, I use some gradients for. These chibis are mostly cel shaded with some gradients in between. So the shadows are pretty simple, but something I like to do also for shading sometimes is doing chromatic fringe. which is adding a little different color at the border of the shadow. Let me see if I can find some. I know I have a lot of examples, so it's gonna be a matter of finding one. Just drawing. But yeah, here it is a little bit. Here in the code you can notice it a little bit. The code isn't only shaded with brown. I also added a little bit of a reddish color on the border of the shadow. Because you've got the shadow color is this one. But in the place where it touches with the base color, there's this red in between. Kind of to give an in-between color that adds a bit of warmth to the shadow. I've also been trying adding some more different colors lately to the shading. For example, here in some of the borders of the figure, there's also this blue. And on the other side, the opposite side of the blue, I added this pink. You've got this entire range for the coloring of the coat. It's not just brown, it also has like a bit of other colors. I think it's important to be a little bit brave when choosing colors for shading, not just sticking to the colors that the thing is supposed to be, but also playing around with some other colors that maybe you would never expect that could go well there, but it can go well there. Like woo, for example. It can also help integrate the drawing with the background, with the scene. All that. Also, the hair is also an example of that, because you've got this case with the yellow. The yellow is shaded with orange. Then you've got some bits that are like pink. You've got some smaller bits that are like blue. So the hair is all blonde, but it has all these colors. Gives a bit more range to play with, and it also makes the main colors pop out a lot more. You feel. This one is not painted with like cel shading though. This one has a little bit more of a painterly style. You can see the brushes there. My logic for the shapes of the shading is like a whole other thing. I mostly just go with my gut for that. But something that I can recommend also is to use big shapes shading. Like not just shading the border of the figure. In some places it works. For example here in the arm. But you can also do like a big piece of shading. Also is also like a big piece of shading. Shading is always, I think it's always a little bit better to keep it in big spots, because it gives more of like the feeling of volume. My shading is a mess still, because as always, like I mentioned, I go with my gut. I don't really follow that many rules when shading. And I feel like sometimes it's not that necessary. A lot of times you can just go with what feels right for the picture, because there doesn't need to be only one light source. There can be multiple, depending on how you want to shade the picture. That can give you a little bit more room to find like different shapes for shading. You know, I've got some more examples. I've got a lot of unfinished drawings for this year, so well, I guess this one works. This one also has like some shading work that can be a good example, I guess. Not the best, but I like how it turned out. This one has another thing that I like to do with the shading, and it's like shading white with many different colors. Because white is a hard color to work with. The first thing that is easy to think when shading white is like, oh, I'm just gonna shade it gray. But if I shaded this with gray, it would look kind of dull, wouldn't it? Be a little bit boring, unless that's what I'm going for, because you know, monochrome pictures can also be done. Shading with gray is not a bad thing per se, you can do it perfectly. But here, since I wanted to make something a lot more colorful, what I did instead was I shaded white with blue, like this blue color. Also shaded it with slightly darker blue, so purple, and for good measure, pink, because why not? You got like a bunch of different pastel colors that give the white a lot more color than it would initially seem. It would initially seem. I don't know how to speak. You know what I mean. Yeah, my voice feels weird today. But yes, I hope that helped in some way. Oh yeah, here's another example of like the shading with big shapes. Something I like to do a lot is under the head. I tend to do a lot of shading, like this, like a big block of shading. I feel like it helps give a bit of depth, like the head and the shadow that it projects. But yeah, shading is fun. I have a lot of fun shading. Probably one of my favorite parts of drawing. But of course, my way of shading is not absolute. I still have a lot to learn. So the important thing is to play around with brushes and things and colors and find the way that feels right for you. Another thing that I recommend is not using that many blurred shadows. I think it's important to combine both blurred shadows and solid shadows, because well, that's something I'm learning actually. I'm actually learning how to best do that, because it's a whole world. Yeah, I really like shading. It's the most fun part when you finally see the drawing come out, and I don't know, the part where I can play the most with the colors. It's fun. There we go. Sample. Do I have it? Maybe. I guess I do have the artworks. The Dreaming World. I could show one of them exclusively. They are only in the artwork. I have not posted them anywhere, but I guess it could be a good example. Well, I did post some of them. These ones. The ones. Did I do any blurring? No, this is not gonna be a good example, because I did not do the combination of blurred and solid shadows. I moved a lot of my drawings to my external hard drive, so it's hard right now to find them. Oh wait, I know where to find examples of that. The do have drawings I have posted. That would be it's to find stuff like this one does have fun. The drawing I did around the end of last year, and here it did combine some part of like solid shading with blurred shading. For example, here you see that this part has a solid line of shading, but then here it blurs. Not the best example. I feel like this is a little bit wrong, but you get what I mean. If I had blurred all of these, it would look... wouldn't look... well, it still would actually. Never mind. The thing is, yeah, sometimes blurred shadings, blurred shadows work, and sometimes solid shadows work. My brain is melting, if you can tell. Oh yeah, look at that. Here, there's another example. Mostly it depends on the way that the shadow is projected. If it's a volume shadow, for example, like the shape of the body, then it makes sense that the shadow would be blurred. It's the volume. But when it's like a projected shadow, like something is doing shadow on top of the surface, like here for example, here this sleeve is projecting shadow on this part of the hair. Well, here, this entire thing. This is a projected shadow, so it's a little bit more solid. You can see like the line here. But it's not the same of like this shadow over here. Because this shadow is like it's the body, the volume of the body. Yeah, I hope that's understandable enough. This is why I'm not a teacher. I'm not very good at explaining, but I hope it helped in some way. Let's go! It's Sunday stream. Sadly, I cannot stream on Sundays because I've got Dungeons and Dragons. It's Dungeons and Dragons Sunday. Speaking of that, some days ago, like a week ago, was the 7th anniversary of like the first big D&D campaign that I did with my current D&D group. Azure 1 became 7 years old. If Azure 1 was a child, it would be going to school. Years. Yippee, 70 years! 70 years of D&D! I hope I can say that someday. 70 years of D&D. I hope it lasts forever. I love D&D. I feel, speaking of D&D, I feel like in Art Fight, I have only been drawing so far D&D characters. Been a coincidence. I mean, I've only drawn 2 characters so far, and I've only finished one of them. But they have both been D&D characters. Been playing D&D before it was even invented. Hey, D&D must have come from somewhere, so in some place of the world people were playing D&D before D&D existed. Pretty sure that was a thing. Can you imagine people in, like, medieval times? role-playing stories. It would be possible. I wonder when the oldest documented TRPG sessions. Does it feel to have ads in stream now? Wait, there's ads? There's ads in stream. I thought I had always disabled them. YouTube, did you activate ads on my stream? Even though I always set them as disabled. You got 2! I'm gonna check it after the stream. This makes no sense. I always make sure to disable the ads. Because even though the video is monetized, I prefer if it's not like with like annoying and skippable ads. Maybe it's because it still shows like the skippable ones. That's a pain. I don't want people to have to like deal with ads in coming to the stream. I will check it. Who's done? Yo, Louise! Welcome! Yomi Day! Since when is it Yomi Day today? What happened? Get that back! But it's annoying! It's annoying to get ads! I don't want people to get ads in my streams. I don't know what we need to celebrate you now. Oh no, what did I do? Well, I guess that yesterday was my 10th anniversary of being officially a game dev, I guess. Yesterday was 10 years since my very first released game. You can play the thing I released for it. There's the link pinned up there in the chat. Released a special story. Has to do with my very first game. The decade of game deving. That's a lot. The little crowns, I have no idea. I guess it's something that they added recently. I have no idea. I don't even know what it's based on. Like if it's a chat participation or something. No idea what it's about. Pain Monday rank, it's competitive chat. The chat is now competitive. Okay, we're done. We're done with the first character of today. Maybe the outline of the cloud should be a little bit... Wait, okay, first character of today done. Maybe I can even... This is supposed to be a zipper. There could even be the zipper there, I forgot. I could have... But I didn't. Finally in the 300! Yes! But I don't know if Pain Monday is gonna be over soon. That's still more than 100 characters. Give me 2 more years and it will be done. 2 more years of Pain Monday, at least. But don't worry, after Pain Monday 1, Pain Monday too. Pain Monday will never truly end. Because I've got a lot of alternate designs of my characters to do. Yeah, 2 years of Gardenia stream. After that, who knows what will happen. I'll keep finding excuses to draw more chibis, don't worry. Pain Monday will never end. Pain Monday is forever. How's short-haired Yomi doing today? A little bit, it is a little bit hot, but it's better than other days. The heat wave has like lowered a little bit. It's a lot more bearable these past days, but it's still bad, still hot, and I dislike it. I want winter back. Yo, hope your prince is welcome! How's it going? Sheds her coat like a rabbit. I'm like my cats, I keep like shedding hair on the floor. Having 4 cats in summer is constantly having to be sweeping the floor for cat 4 because they keep shedding all the time. You miss the winter? Very. I miss it immensely. Every day. Every single day of summer I miss winter. I want my blankets. I want my comfiness. I want the cold. I want like to be able to make warm drinks without regretting it. Because the chalky milk is not the same anymore. Cold chalky milk just does not work. I want my warm chalky milk. What's the bright side? There's no bright side. What's the bright side? The sun? The sun is not the bright side. The sun is the source of the problem. The sun is the enemy. It's a deadly laser. This reminds me. I saw a meme. I think it was from that video that is like history of the entire world but summarized. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it became very viral some years ago. And there's this moment in the video that is like literally me. Hey, do you want to go outside? No. Why? The sun is a deadly laser. That's me. This is me. I don't want to go outside. The sun is a deadly laser. I'm not dealing with that. Season 1 chalky milk was so much better than Season 5 chalky milk. Didn't have anything really, never actually been called out on the right side comment. It's okay. I mean, it's important to look at the bright side. And that you're right. The bright side is every day of summer is one day closer to going back to winter. With the sun looking at me, it's the worst. The sun looks at you. That's ominous, actually. Knowing that the sun is looking at you, like staring at you, like this. It's yeah, that's weird. I would also be uncomfortable if the sun was looking at me. I don't want the sun to look at me. Okay. One finished character, we can now add it to the OC count. 104. Hello. There's the bright side. What's even worse now, I notice that the sun is a laser. How am I supposed to go outside and head to work for home now? Yeah, it's over. You can't anymore. Now you know the truth. Now you know that the sun is the enemy. You know what you have to do? You have to join me on the destruction of the sun. You need to join me on making a plan for destroying the sun. That's what we all should do. We should all band together. Like the 18 trillion lions. To go defeat the sun. With our bare hands, if necessary. We'll destroy the sun. That's what we're gonna do. There we go. Let's set fire to the sun. Exactly. But remember the most important thing? We need to attack at night. This way the sun will be weaker. The sun will never expect it. Too hot, sorry, Yomi won't join. I will return to warm and hide in the dirt. You know what? Understandable. It's fresh in the dirt. To be an earthworm in these trying times. It's not a something. What the hell is going on here? Why is the cape in front of the hair? Why did I line art these like this? Yomi, what were you thinking? Well, in front. You know. Dirt is also hot. I'm bugging. What's the plan, boss? Don't worry, after we defeat the sun, all the dirt will be fresh. There will be no soil in which earthworms cannot flourish. Look, this is another example of like the gradients and solid shadows thing. Because here the braid is projecting shadows. Shadows that are in it, solid. But the shadow that gives the volume to the hair, the gradient. Yeah. We go. Yo-hooo Pranchu! Tal! Back to work. Good luck, please. Take care and thank you so much for coming. Todo bien. Con mucho sueño porque he dormido como 4 horas. Pero estoy resistiendo. Estoy siendo fuerte y valiente. Hay que acabar estos dos test. Shadows are cool, but Sonic is better. Yo, Zaku, welcome! How's it going? Y hay que resistir el lunes, hay que ser fuerte. Lechuga como fresca. Literal. He dormido 4 horas y aquí estoy. Lechuga como fresca. A bit more shadows to the braids. Does this? We can show the volume of the braids a little bit. that also helps with the hair is adding some lines for the hair strands like this. Although in this style it's not that necessary. I usually don't do it much. I do it a little bit, for example, here, but a little bit more to the straight bangs. But usually I just leave it as the gray. Yo, Rexy, welcome! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. To create an OC based of you, which is a butter cookie stealing mansion haunting sus ghost. But there would be no point. Despite, not despite, excluding the cookie stealing part and the sus part, it would be just me. There's no point in making an OC that is just me. Is there? There's already me. Favorite implies you know more than one green ghost lady. There's many of them, I think, yeah? I'm not the only green ghost lady. Oh, my voice feels weird today. I don't know why. Uji for Yomi? What? That's an absolute crack ship. I'm so sorry, Joe. That will never happen. That will never be real. Also a bit of, well, not shadow, light. There we go. Yo-hooo, Uberman, welcome! How's it going? Come to the stream. Painting more OC space. I'm gonna try to at least finish this one and maybe another one. If I can manage to finish 3, I will be happy. Oh wait, true, we can now get rid of some references we don't need. I think I already removed Rika's references. I guess now we can say goodbye, face references. I'm gonna miss it so much. I miss these 3 so much. I love them a lot. And then we've got Juni here. Finish these shadows. Get rid of the reference. My anime characters are noseless. That's true, a lot of times they don't have noses. There's an explanation for that. A nose occupies a lot of the face, so depending on how you draw the nose, it affects a lot how the face looks. It's kind of funny because something that's very ironic with anime styles is how the noses are so undetailed, but then the ears are super detailed. Because usually, like, is there any character here that shows ears? Well, I guess a little bit. Ears tend to be a lot more detailed. Well, these are chibis, so everything is not like super detailed, except for all the clothes and tiny things that I cannot help but add. But when it comes to like the head anatomy, I have no noses. But the ears do end up a little bit more detailed. Way more detailed than the non-existent noses. Imagine if I added the nose. You'll see how this changes a lot. Look at this. Looks very different. Just by adding a nose, the perception of the face changes a lot. And it's a super tiny nose. Like, imagine if it was like a bigger one. Imagine if it was a super detailed one, which I'm not gonna draw here because well, actually I could draw a more detailed nose. That would be... that would definitely change things, right? A nose is right in the middle of a face. So when you draw a nose, it affects a lot how you perceive the entire face. That's why in anime, where they always try to keep like the style like aesthetically pleasing, a lot of times the nose can disrupt that, can give maybe a very different impression of the one you want to give with the style. So you end up making very simplified noses or not drawing noses in general, because I guess in some types of styles, the lack of a nose makes the style look cuter. That's why. It also makes the eyes stand out more, because all the weight that could have gone to the nose goes to the eyes. You can make bigger eyes, because you don't have to worry about the space where the nose should. And also, another thing that I think is important, why noses a lot of times are not drawn, is because the nose doesn't really affect much with the expression. You can express a super big range of emotions with just eyes and mouth. But the nose, most of the time, it doesn't really change with these emotions. There are some emotions where the nose changes, but that's only with like more realistic styles. The styles that take more from reality. Nose goes! Indeed, nose goes. We need to continue playing Omori this Friday. I think that's why. That's why noses are a lot of times meted. Kind of funny when you think about it. My chibis, they cannot breathe. They cannot breathe through their nose because they don't have noses. Maybe they just don't need them. They are cuter this way. I think they could still look cute with the nose, but I've gotten used to drawing them without nose. Wait, I forgot something. Oh yeah, something I've been doing lately that I hadn't done in a very long time. I have watched anime on my own, of my own volition. It was like, maybe it's about time to start watching some anime again. It was because of that conversation some streams ago, in which we talked about like animes. I remembered my anime list, I was like, but a lot of unfinished anime. Maybe I should get to watch some of them. So I've been trying to see if I can watch anime while I draw lately. So since I've got two monitors, put my anime in the monitor on top, and then I use the tablet to work meanwhile, and I've been able to watch anime at the same time that I work somehow. I continued watching a little bit of the Ace Attorney. I've already played the games, so I already know all the plot. But I had started watching it and I left it like halfway, and I really want to finish it. So it's funny to see it animated. Still, I replayed the games not super long ago, like a couple or 3 years ago. So the plot is still like super fresh in my mind. So it didn't really feel like anything new, so maybe I'm gonna wait a little bit more until I finish it completely. However, I did start the new anime because I had been listening to the opening a lot lately, and it was like, since I'm at it, why not start it? It seems fun. So I started watching Muscle. I have finished the first season. I'm like halfway through the second. It's so silly. It's such a silly series. It's super absurd. But it's been fun. After that, I'm gonna check more things from my list to finish. Because I did have some animes that I had started years ago, like Cultic 9. I watched the first chapter and then I never continued it. What else? Working? I also had Working at like chapter 4, well, episode 4, and then I never continued. Peanuts really don't know how to make an anime intro song, right? Yeah, they only make absolute bangers. Even though at the beginning I wasn't like super into the song, I started listening to it a lot because it was in the D&D playlist, because it reminded the D&D group of the D&D party. So I started listening to it on repeat, and in the end it just stuck. And I was like, sure, I'm gonna start watching the anime now. I have to. And true. Another anime that I really want to watch once it has more chapters is the second season of Call of the Night. Speaking of creepy nuts, they also made the opening for the second season of Call of the Night. Maybe I can watch some other things that I've been watch. We'll see. First I need to finish Muscle, then maybe finish some of the others I've got halfway watched. I haven't even finished shading the rest of the body, painting the line. I guess that'll work. Never watched Muscle, but I love its ending. The ending or the opening? The one that's like super popular, I think it's the opening, but maybe you've been listening to the ending. It's really catchy. The ending, actually, is it? I don't remember the endings being by Creepy Nut. first ending, I think they sing about like cream puffs, and the second one has cars for some reason. If you mean Bling Bang Bang Born, that's the opening. That's the one by Creepy Nuts. But it's a funny series. If you ever get to watch it, I would say I recommend it. It's funny. It's super silly. I cannot take it seriously, but it's not meant to be taken seriously. It's silly. It's like if you put together like Harry Potter, JoJo, and One Punch Man in a single series. It's like all of that at once. The second. It's not just a little mistake. There should be a little bit more of the scarf here. There should be the end of the scarf. Let's fix that. Hey, that's some shading. ¿Salió remake del Profe del Infierno? Wait, what? No sé si es el que estoy pensando. Yo-hooo Kair, welcome! Thank you! I'm gonna try to finish at least one another more today. Se llama Nube, lo daban en tela abierta. No me suena. Doesn't sound familiar. No sé si lo conozco con algún otro nombre. Okay, know it with another name? Could be, yeah. Diferentes española, tan muy posible, yeah. Aquí tuvimos mucho anime. Here we had a lot of anime on TV. Especially in Catalonia, we had a channel that had so much anime. A lot of people in Catalonia, here in Spain, grew up with anime. There's a lot of series that became super popular. That's why Shin-chan is super popular in Spain. And Doraemon. And Doremi. All those were like series that were super well known here. Yogo Lappy! Yogo Therapy! Welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! Catalan anime, let's go! Yuk Sensei! No, it doesn't sound familiar actually. No? I've never heard of it, I think. American Exit Haiti, no. Man. At least nowadays it's easier to watch anime. Yeah. I can imagine that it must have been... It mustn't have been like that frequent to have anime there. We had so much Catalan anime. Well, anime in Catalan because yeah, we had it dubbed in Catalan. And the dubs were actually really good. Maybe I'm biased because I watched them a lot, but I think Catalan voice acting was actually really good. Yoga Wolfie, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! What's remakes lately? What else has been remade? Love the art you're drawing, thank you! I really like how this one turned out. He's so cute. Look at the remake! It's 3D! Oh no! So if the Spanish and Latins kept that story the same. Alright, because in North America, there was like a lot of adaptations that changed things, right? They changed names. The infamous 4Kids dubs. Oh no. Yeah, usually here we had like the original stories, the original names, but I have heard the horrors of the 4Kids adaptations. Oh no. Cousins. I know exactly what you're talking about. Sailor Moon, am I right? Sailor Moon. Oh god. Make me want to draw again. I stopped in 2022 because of personal reasons, but I'm inspired after seeing your creativity. I hope that you can do it. Hope that you can recover the passion for drawing. It was awesome. I loved Sanji's dub. I guess it mustn't have all been bad. Like there must have been some good things, but is it does it compensate? It's the nostalgia. You know the anime called Fate? Yeah, I have watched the first season. Well, I watched Wednesday night, the first anime. I also watched Apocrypha. I watched the Camelot movie. I watched... What else did I played Fate Grand Order. There's still a lot of Fate that I haven't seen, but I have seen some things. Oh, I watched the Lord of Meloy anime too. Which is, in a way, Fate universe. Yo, Watarib, you're welcome! How's it going? Yeah, thank you. I feel like her outfit is like very different from what I usually design. It's a lot more unusual structures and I like it a lot. Yeah. Just finished 3 series of Fate, now I'm trying to get into Fate Zero. Oh, how are you enjoying it? Which ones have you watched? Fate is cool, I really want to watch more things of it. Need to watch the other adaptations of the main Fate series. Because I have only watched Day Night of that. The rest I have watched are things from like Grand Order and stuff. Like the American adaptation where they chose a cowboy side character and made him the protagonist? Wait, what? What series did that? That's funny. Nothing about Fate other than Astolfo. They turned King James into a girl. They turned a lot of characters into girls, yeah. Even King Arthur. King Arthur is like one of the main girl of Fate. Oh, true. There's gonna be a Fate collab in Star Rail. By the way, Astolfo. You're right, it's the power of editing. Similar thing happens with Power Rangers. Amazing. It's coming to Star Rail and I have 180 pulls ready for Saber. Let's go! I hope that you can get her. I don't know if I'm gonna roll. I do have a lot of rolls saved and there's like nothing else I'm really waiting for at the moment. Maybe I'm gonna try to get her just so I don't miss the collab. Because you never know if the collab is gonna come back, so might as well, you know? For collectionism. Even though I'm not really collecting there. At least it's gonna be a very long banner, so it's gonna last for a very long time. It's gonna last for like, I think. 50-50 banners, I hope I win my 50-50. Yeah, good luck! Hope that you do. That's always the most tense moment when you're approaching the 50-50. You don't know what's gonna happen. Used to play Grand Order, but I lost my account. My phone broke. I was never able to recover my account. We just got lost in oblivion. I still check out like the new characters from time to time. There's always some cool designs. Never know. Never know when my favorite characters are gonna get new versions. It's always important to keep up with. With Japanese voiceover since I'll be experiencing anime like collab. Yeah, I play with the Japanese voices too. They are really good. Designs are free for the taking. You know what? Having lost my account is actually not so bad, like my Fate account, because you know what they say, you don't have to play the gacha. You can just look at the PNGs on the wiki. You can just be happy. You can be free from the gacha. You don't have to be trapped by it. You can enjoy the characters without having to suffer the worst parts of the game. The gambling. Los caballos, ¿cuándo? No sé si pueda. Tengo demasiado poco espacio en mi tiempo y en mi ordenador para empezar a jugar a las chicas caballo. Pero son muy graciosas. Me hace mucha gracia ver posts de Uma Musume en Twitter. Hay mucho meme. Son muy graciosas todas. I have too less time. I don't have much time, much space to get into the horse girls. So I'm just enjoying the posts that I see on social media about the horse girls. There's so many memes. You lost your account, seems like your fate is sealed, haha. But Swiper, no swiping. Yeah, we're not stealing the designs. I already have enough OCs. I don't need fate characters in my OCs. It's too much already. I have many characters already. But the horse girls are super funny. I'm enjoying the arts and the posts anyway. I heard that the game is actually kind of hard, that it takes a little bit to learn it. To learn how to play it properly. Hey, we need to cut. I see. others. Now the fire. Get on with this one. I always forget exactly how this fire goes. Okay. It's not the dark part in the middle, it's the dark part edge. Keep forgetting. You ever forget how fire looks like? I do. Sometimes even the most obvious things that you feel like you know perfectly can be forgotten when you think about it. So important to always look up references for art. Was my 50-50s to sell and then got fined for more pulls. Guess my fate is losing my luck. At least finance is good. Pretty good. Do not worry. You're gonna have a lot of time to roll for Saver, so I think you're gonna get her for sure. This is not. That signal. So many mistakes from up close. Ooh. What do you think of the ancient Minion fashion? Let me check. I'm gonna look up references actually to know for sure. Oh, cool! It is definitely revealing. But it is cool. Very colorful. Yeah. Looks cool. Could be interesting for design reference. Yo, Isaac, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the dresses are really cool. I'm seeing like some pictures, like photos, dresses themselves. They have very nice colors, like very nice reds, blues. go. I think we're almost done with this one. Only missing. Right. Load. Just checking out your birthday vote from last year. It was the karaoke one at the time we met. Wait, it's been a year already? Holy shit. Passed by so fast. Well, I guess almost a year because my birthday is in like a couple months. Oh no. Oh no. Only one more month for my birthday. Ooh. Been a year since last year. Impactadísimo, sí. El shock. El shock ha sido increíble. No puedo creerlo. Hace un año del año pasado. ¿Cómo? Yo, this Yanni, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Talking about Genshin ever since I pulled for Skirk and her weapon since I won both 50-50. Nice! She's really good. I don't have her, but I've seen the damage that she does. What the hell? She's broken. She's super broken. And also, I did her story. I did the story and watched the trailers. They put a lot of care in like her promotional material and all the stuff of her story. It was really cool. And it made me really sad. The story made me really, really sad. Yeah, it does bring back memories. Wow. I need to do a karaoke days too. But not now that my voice is feeling weird. I don't know why it's feeling like that. Since I'm catching up to Star Rail. Yeah, I have to uninstall one or the other whenever I wanna play them because with how much they occupy, my computer cannot handle both games and Final Fantasy XIV. If I wanna play like one of those games, I need to uninstall one of the big three. Yo, Ruby, welcome! Guess who's a birthday girl today? Oh my god! I mean, mine is in the 14th. Yeah, then happy not birthday. Oh yeah, might be temperature changes. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. I used to fit so much in so little space back in the day. Yeah, not anymore. Now they make the games like 200 gigabytes. Is everything so heavy on space? Why do all the games occupy so much space? Yeah, it's been a while since the last karaoke. The last one I did was when Lena was here. The karaoke together. Yeah, it's been a while. The point where I'm genuinely shocked when a game is like 6 gigabytes. 6 gigabytes at this point feels like so few space. Like, average game now is like 60 gigabytes. No wonder it was the last she traumatized you. No, she didn't. It was fine. It was a good karaoke. We had a lot of fun. Yeah. No one was traumatized. I promise. working textures of Jane have to go somewhere. I see, I imagine Zenless Zoom Zero must occupy a lot of space too, huh? I had to uninstall Genshin too because I wanted to play Final Fantasy XIV and it did not fit if I didn't uninstall Genshin. I wanted to continue playing it, but it occupies so much space. At some point, when they release something I want or there's the next update, I'll probably reinstall it, but until then, I'll be happy with my Final Fantasy and my Star Rail. I'll be back eventually. 100 gigabytes. Yep. Genshin is super heavy. I think when I checked it was like 120 gigabytes. I'm gonna do that to my computer. No, I can't. I'm already playing too many games. I don't have time. I'm happy just watching it from afar. The chorus girls are super cute. But it's fun just watching from afar, seeing the posts. The memes. Chibis? Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. She's ruby coded. There we go. That's another finished character. Let's go. 305. Maybe. Okay. That means we can get rid of the reference. Bye, June. I still miss you. I hope that someday your campaign can revive if it's difficult. 20 gigs of content, 80 gigs of Kunur physics. What really matters, right? Yeah, I guess. Wait 4 more days, soon! It's gonna have story too, right? I'm curious to see how it's gonna go. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see. One. I played the latest main story, Star Rail, the other day, and holy shit. It was really something. And for it was good. It's good. Actually really good. They need to optimize the physics. They need to make them better, you mean, right? They need to improve them so they can be the best quality as possible. Physics. Things that really matter. They have physics for fat cats! Oh my god! Cute! That's so cute. Those are the things that really matter. That's what really matters. There we go. Fat cutting questions also big thigh girl? What? What? I think I've missed that part. I think I have missed that part. What game are we talking about now? Oh, ZZ! I may have missed that part of the game. I don't play it, by the way. I'm missing a lot of context of it. I do know a bunch of the characters. I am a Caesar appreciator, like her a lot, but I don't know that much aside from that. That is so... mistake. Wait, no. Wait, it was not a mistake. Is that they're supposed to be shoulder pads? I don't remember if she has them or not. Okay, no, that's not the reference I was looking for. Never mind. This one. Yeah, it's just the suit. Anything is Gunnar to a coward. I mean, the standards nowadays. Some people's standards with some things. A little bit. How to say this? I'm thinking specifically of the hack trend. People keep calling hacks characters that are not hacked. It's makes me very mad. I really like about ZZ compared to other Koyu games is how open they are about using different body types. I wish it was less suggestive though. Yeah, well I guess that's what the game is going for. It is true that they use way different models and that's cool. Like the models in ZZ are way more unique between each other than compared to the other Koyu games, definitely, yeah. Because for example in Genshin and Star Rail, they always use the same templates for the models. In ZZ, you can tell that each character has a different kind of model every time. They feel a lot more different, I feel, from what I've seen. It's really cool. Also, even the NPCs. From what I know, even the NPCs have very unique models too. That's cool. Like the Wolfman, of course you do. That's valid. That's really valid for review, actually. Interesting to me how you have the patience to these delicate lines and coloring. Do the sketch start the line work? And by the time I'm coloring, I'm super anxious. I mean, it takes long. It does take long. Fortunately, with these chibis, I can do this because they are chibis. So it simplifies the work a lot. If this was any more complicated, maybe I wouldn't be able to finish these chibis so constantly. That's predictable. Somehow I could like I heard you. Well, I heard you. I read you saying that, and it was like, for some reason, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know why, but for some reason, it does make a lot of sense. Laugh so hard she shrunk. It happens, yeah. It does happen. A lot of tasks I needed to do today and complete half of them. Let's go! You got this. I think that when he's get Genshin and anime collab, then I'll think about coming back. They announced an anime a long time ago, and then they've never said anything else about that. I wonder if it's still like in production, or if it was just like a promotional video in the end. But yeah, I wonder if Genshin is gonna get more collabs, because they did get one at the beginning, and then they never got any others. That is your opinion, people's opinion, and how feeling they would have a heart attack. I mean, if it's hot, who can blame you? What is in the weather is hot? Like, who can blame you about like dressing light, you know? This is not for the weak-minded Gunnar country. That really would make me shrink from laughter. Those are words that I never thought I would be hearing. Back in my day, gunning was called morbing. Wait. I feel like my brain just like short-circuited by reading that. Like, back in my day, gunning was called morbing. I feel like my brain is collapsing. Like. Yes, the old art of morbing. That's what Morbius was about. The afraid. And then morbing, oh my god. Like Final Fantasy 14. The more anime, the more potential jobs there are for me. Because all the talented people will go work on it and I'll be the only option. You know what? That's very fair. That's actually a good mindset to have. like when I say, hey, I don't like cheese, so or for you guys, or cheese for you all. I wish I could go to Anime Expo. Yeah, it sounds like a very big convention. However, if you feel bad about not being able to go, remember this. You don't have to deal with the smell, because they always say big conventions, the smell tends to be bad. Really terrible. You shoot another Digimon game there. What? Really? That's cool. You need to play the Digimon games I've got. You have the... I have 2 of the games. Need to play them. The main song is by an envtuber? Wait, which one? That's cool. But do whatever expo you want unless it's located in Mount Fuji, funny if it is. Are there even expos in Mount Fuji? Come on, Mount Fuji can't be that bad. At least it's gonna be a pretty place. Unbelievable beef with that mountain. You're gonna fight it with your bare hands. What did Mount Fuji do to you? Oh, Anna! I haven't heard of her in a while, so that's cool. Did Mount Fuji destroy your home village? Ruby, the main character of the RPG. With a doomed hometown destroyed by Mount Fuji. That's a classic. We're almost done with... Guys, I nearly ruined my late honeymoon. Oh no. Yeah, that's bad. Glad it was only nearly, and it didn't really happen. Eyes are so light, I can barely shake them. It fuzzied all over the place. Yes, the movie. Fujius, or something like that. Gonna Fuji all over the place. Bye bye, Wolfie! Take care! Thank you so much for coming! Bye! I think something that can improve this, adding another color for the shading of the hair. She's got like very long hair. Yeah. Other level. Shadow. Maybe just right. Maybe can. By the way, I mentioned this around the beginning of the stream, but now that I remember, for those who missed it, yesterday was the 10th anniversary of my very first game. It's been officially 10 years since I officially became a game dev. Yeah. Well, technically, development started before, so I was already a game dev from before. But the game came out 10 years ago. So to celebrate, I made a little story related to that game. And if you want to play it, you can find it in the link in the pinned message up there in the chat. Congrats on 10 years of gaming and deving! Yay! Thank you! 10 years is a lot. Here's 2 more. Happy 10 years to I forgot the name, the stairway. It's called the stairway, don't worry. It's an old game by now. It's well, I guess wait. Let me put link to the stairway. Yomi's 10 years old, she can play Lego Batman. Yes, I am 10 years old officially. Yeah. Now I can play Lego Batman. Yippee! I turned 50 this year. I turned 10 and 50 at the same time. Yellow Pug! Yellow Smile, welcome! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream! Yeah, I think I do smile often. It just happens natural. I mean, I'm laughing all the time, so I guess that counts. So, if you wanna play the stairway can be found over here. You can find my first game, the stairway, here. I recommend playing it before checking out the newest story that is in the pinned message up there in the chat, but yeah, if you play it, I hope that you'll enjoy it. The Stairway is an old game. It's definitely... I mean, it's my first work. The first work is never gonna be the best, but it's literally my firstborn, my first game, and I wouldn't be where I am without having made it. I still like it. Is there a costume for Dev Yomi? No, there's no costume for Dev Yomi. It's just the same as always. I need to make more outfits for myself, but I never do. I always forget. I'm always working on other things. Someday I will. I promise I will. I don't know when. Someday. I also play Theorus, guys. Yeah, Theorus is also really good. I'm really proud of Theorus. That hat could be done, yeah. That hat could be done. Yep. It's gonna rain, yes. It might rain, but are you proud of me? Are you proud of me for promoting my game? 50-10. Yeah, I become 50-10 this year, yes. Wait, wouldn't that be like 50? No, 60. I don't know how to count. You'll be surrounded by coffee and has huge eye bags. Fortunately, I do not need coffee to not fall asleep because I have difficulty falling asleep. I already stay awake for way longer than I should because I'm too focused on working, on drawing and game deving. It's like the coffee is already part of me. I don't need to drink more coffee because I am already the coffee personified. The eye bags are true though. The eye bags are really true. Yeah, I wish I could make more outfits, but I always end up busy with other things. So I never remember to work on them. I do have some outfits prepared, but I haven't finished. Because I'm always doing... Hello Nirvana, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! We're playing the stairway, it's cute. Yeah, thank you! I'm glad! I made a... Oh yeah, I wrote also a post on the stairways page. You wanna read a little bit more of my retrospective on these past 10 years. It's a long post, but it's there if you wanna check it out. I was just like thinking about these past 10 years and what has happened and all that stuff. I don't know. It's something to think about. It's a decade. How many cups of coffee do you drink? 0. I never drink coffee actually. I'm more of a tea person. I like tea a lot more. Or chalky milk. The thing about coffee is that even though I really like the smell of coffee, the flavor is very strong for me. So I don't really like it much. The only coffee I've been able to drink was a coffee that a friend made for me that was like 9/10 milk and 1/10 coffee. That one was good. If we drank coffee, she would be unstoppable. It would be too much. I would never sleep ever again. So maybe it's better that I don't drink coffee. Overall positive decade? Yeah, definitely. A lot of things have happened in this decade. Like, I've released 7 games. I have worked on a lot more. A lot of little projects and silly things that I have never finished or released anywhere. Some of them I have shown them, some others I haven't yet. I have a lot of plans for the next things that I want to do. I mean, if we're talking about the entirety of the 10 years, I graduated in game dev. I am officially a gamer with a degree from Gamer University. That counts as part of my game dev journey. What else happened? I learned to do a lot of things with RPG Maker, and I've also learned some other engines. Learning Godot now. I have used a little bit of Unity and Rio. I have improved my art and writing a lot. So it's just a matter of being at it. And what else? I played a lot of games. Participated in game jams. I kinda won one of the categories in a game jam, so that's also something to celebrate. What else? Started working on of the games that I really wanted to work. Because I've gained a lot more confidence. It's also important. Next step is to start making more games, commercial games, and improving in general. There's so many things I want to do. I have the gaming license, yes. You miss Yomi morphing? I'm gonna morph! Ah. Never a bad moment to morph again. MMorph. Did I say morph? No, I meant MMorph. I'm gonna go play Final Fantasy XIV. Next step, Nintendo eShop. That could be really cool. But I feel like I still need to improve a lot in quality. Or I release something commercial or in one of the stores. But still, I'm getting there. That movie came out 5 years ago. No way. No way. No way it's been 5 years. No way it's been 5 years. Holy shit. No. Wandering morb. Amazing. But well, right now, it's been 10 years, but it's not like I'm gonna slow down now. Even though I'm gonna take a little break from my own projects, what I'm gonna do is focus on the things that are cooking behind the scenes that I still cannot show. There's things that are cooking that with some luck, in some time, be able to talk about. That's all I can say for now. I'll give you an outfit. I can't! I don't have the time or the space. Impossible. There's literally no time or space for me to play horse girl game. Yeah, the racing game. One with the horse girls. You don't play, you train and pray. But it still occupies a space in my computer. I can't. Only 17 years ago! Oh my god. Like the old viral funny Japanese horse racing game? Wait, is there an old one? Is there an old Uma Musume? As your political chip, then just pray. She does whatever she wants. She's ungovernable. I remember it was all goofy, but you just watch the racers race, like a probability thing. Isn't that just like horse race tests? That sounds like horse race tests. Let's see. Wait. Let's see. Over. I think after this one, I'm gonna leave it around here for, because I do feel like my voice still feels weird, and it's true that it might be the weather, because the weather lately has been a bit weird between the super hot weather and now the slightly less hot weather. I feel like maybe it might have affected my throat a little bit. It was a bit weird. And this way, take a break. See you next day. Yo-hooo, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. 25 and still going. How many did you do this year? I have lost count. I did like at least all of these. These ones and some others of like the previous pages. But yeah. And quite a bit of them. We got past 300 now, so we're getting closer to 3/4 of the challenge. 75%. More or less. We're still going at it. We're still continuing. We'll be finishing by late 2026, probably, yeah. That sounds doable. I think that could be done. Maybe early 27, that's also possible, yeah. However, once I finish, I'm gonna start another Paint Monday with the alternate designs of these characters, because some of them have more than one design. It's still gonna continue. Paint Monday will not be ending. Maybe early 2050. Yay, we'll be able to celebrate like how many decades of game dev? Oh, 4 decades of game dev? Yeah, the grind never stops. It always continues. They wouldn't have it any other way. I'm happy drawing my OCs. Into the UK for a visit, and it's expensive. 11? What? I don't know the equivalents in like the currency, but 11 sounds like a lot. That's a lot. Okay. So I think this will all. We're done. 82, so if I have finished 3 characters, which is the goal that I had set for today. I think this will be enough. Next day, I'm gonna try to finish maybe 3 or 4 more, yeah. We're getting there. So, I think for now, over today. It's a little bit of a shorter stream than usual, but it's been nearly 3 hours, so more or less same as always. 3 hours is like the channel average, I think. 12 euros? What the hell? What's that coffee made of? Adamantium? Jesus. That Ghost Grind said, follow these easy steps to become as Yomi. Draw OCs every Monday. Non-stop. Every Monday, 3 hours. Draw your OCs. This is all you need to do. This is all you need to do. Or whatever excuse she gives for shorter stream, the true reason is that this poor ghost is hungry. You don't have to expose me like that, but yes, I am also hungry. A little bit, just a little bit hungry, you know. I got spaghetti leftovers from this midday. It's spicy spaghetti. It's called spaghetti all'assassino, which means the assassin spaghetti. And that's because it's spaghetti that is really spicy. It's super good. But yeah, I hope the next day, maybe tomorrow, probably gonna stream tomorrow. Because I've got an idea about what game to stream tomorrow. I might stream 2 games actually in the same stream, because it's the second and third part of a game that I already played a while ago. So maybe I'm gonna try to feed both of them in the same stream. Yeah, super spicy spaghetti, yeah. That's a super tomato saucy spaghetti. Yeah, it is! Instead of boiling it with water, you make it with tomato sauce. It's really, really good. I really recommend it. It also has like a lot of garlic, and it is really spicy because I think it also has chili. My dad made it. I didn't make it. It was my dad that made it, and he's really good at making food. He's a super good cook. So I'm glad that there's leftover spaghetti so I can eat it again. So, what was I saying before that? Before the spaghetti? Yeah. I forgot. Oh yeah, game! Tomorrow, something, yeah. I'm probably gonna try to prepare the stream after I take a break, or during my break, or whatever. I'll prepare the thumbnail and you'll see what games I'm gonna be playing tomorrow. And then I'll be back on Thursday. I have to remember the name of the day. Thursday, yeah. Thursday is gonna be probably an art stream, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna do art fight, or I'm gonna continue the art that I was making the stairway. Gonna see what I feel like doing. Probably art fight. I might end up doing art fight, but I don't know if I'm gonna do the stream. We'll decide on the way. But for now, the more immediate thing, I'll probably see you tomorrow. Yeah, Mori on Friday. Mori's gonna be on Friday, yeah. Mori isn't the day of long games. Long games are on Friday. Friday it is. So for now, thank you all so much for accompanying me today. Por ahora, cuidaos mucho. Y nos veremos en la próxima. For now, take care. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Also, before I forget, play my game. Check out the link in the message pinned up there in the chat, and there you can find my newest release of one of my games to celebrate for the 10th anniversary of game dev of me. Yeah, that's all. Thank you for coming today. Take care everyone, and see you next time. Cuidaos mucho y hasta la próxima.